Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Friday, May 22nd, 2015. Ra and Asha here, Paul in the Lynn-Body-Mind. Other teammates in larger physical dimension levels and smaller physical dimension levels.
That's true.
All of us in the physical dimension in one way or another, working actively to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to trigger the awakening right now. And with that, it begins.
Light and insubstantial.
Insubstantial.
Foggy, misty feeling.
Yes. It's this layer of levels we've been working with. It seems to be what feels like passive divinity.
It's
just
true.
Light. And with sentience. It has
It's true.
sentience. But it doesn't even have form.
No
So
structure.
No structure and no movement, no cohesive movement.
That's
it's
true.
just here. And it has a lovely vibration, but it's accomplishing virtually nothing.
That's true.
I don't want to say nothing, but almost
Virtually
nothing.
nothing.
Virtually nothing.
That's true.
All right. What now? And again, how we have been working to send the layers up right through that like hole in the sky.
That's true.
That seems to go all the way through that layer of passive divinity.
That's true.
And
all
come
the way
out on
through.
top. And I'm shown the baker's view.
Yes.
And it's like a layer of fluffy egg whites with
That's true.
like chocolate pudding on top.
That's true.
The errors. And to mix it up.
That's true.
All right. So let's start to spin the toroid of us, staying target to target, not getting short, getting really long as a matter of fact,
That's true.
and having the intention to toroidally spin ourselves in such a way as to make it all the way up to the very top where that like chocolatey looking layer of
That's true.
errors is on top of the egg white frothy looking layer of passive divinity.
That's true.
Oh, you know what it occurs to me? I think there's a candy with the name of Divinity.
That could be.
It's possible. All right.
It could be.
Well, here we are, just stirring this passive divinity. And it does seem to bring a lightness to the rest of the blend.
That's true.
It is very much like a baking metaphor of
That's
making
true.
like a souffle,
That's true.
stirring in the egg whites. And then what do you do with the souffle? After you stir in the egg whites, you bake it. It's setting up.
Right.
So the bubbles of lightness are mixed in with
That's
everything
true.
else. And I feel like popping near the ears. It just... some sensations near the ears.
That's true.
What do I know? I know that many people say that they can't hear their guides.
That's true.
And that they actually want to do what they're supposed to do, but they can't hear their guides.
That's true.
And I also know, what else do I know? Well, I know that from working with thousands of people that is almost never actually what's going on.
That's true.
What's actually going on is that we don't like what we hear. It's scary, it's frightening, and then we decide that can't possibly have been what they really said, and we reject that idea out of hand, sometimes before it even lands on the full conscious level of acceptance. We reject it so fast that it's like skipping a stone.
That's true.
It doesn't sink in. It just blop, 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 goes across the surface of the mental body.
That's true.
And then we say we can't hear it, la 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 la. And, you know, this physical body made itself sick for 7 years, disabled for 2 of those 7 years with that kind of behavior. Other people give themselves heart attacks and whatnot.
Right, that's true.
But it's the same phenomenon, is that we don't want to listen.
Right. Oh, that is super true.
Mosquito, this is not your right place.
This is not
Go
your
away.
right place.
If you come toward us, we're going to do our best to send you on to the next experience of life. Just stay still, stay still. This is an example of the unhelpfulness that we've been talking about for so long. Don't do that. If you think that's helpful, you're confused, but I can feel that you know that that's unhelpful. Sending a mosquito to buzz around our heads after we have placed mosquito repellent on is interference. Stop doing that. That's not helpful. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We have our channels open. You can speak through the tubes.
That's true.
You do not need to send a mosquito. Say what you have to say. However, we see how this is classic. You see, the message that the point they're trying to make is to illustrate what happens when we don't listen directly. What happens when we don't listen directly is our guides don't give up.
That's true.
They never give up on us. They love us so much. They're just trying to help us in every moment. Do it, and do it means live our soul plan, do whatever is ours to do right in that now moment, moment by moment by moment by moment by moment, always doing what is ours to do. That is what it means to be living a soul plan.
That's true.
And our guides don't give up, and if we don't respond to direct messages, they will send other life signals.
That's true.
That start at the layer of an annoying mosquito and end with disability or some
bankruptcy.
Other types of life signals that
life signals that are very hard to miss.
That are very hard to miss, and yet people do miss them all the time. Yeah. They ignore them and they say,
plow right into the next one.
They say, I can't hear my guides.
That's true.
Well,
you just had a heart attack.
You're choosing to not hear your guides. And it's a choice, but you could equally well choose to listen up.
That's true.
Do what you're supposed to do, and then your life would work better.
That's true.
Now, there are, for example, we can offer our lives as barometers of the success of the non-physical work, as these lives have done. They have offered themselves as barometers. They have said, basically, you can use us as a real, tangible demonstration of the pace of change in this work, the pace of change in this work. And that means that given the pace of change, which has been achingly slow,
that's true.
These lives have to unfortunately show, well, change isn't happening the way that it's supposed to be happening.
That's true. That's the big of a barometer.
We get that.
That's true.
What now?
What now?
What now?
What now?
Well, pulse the airs up, stir this kind of like, they're saying fruit cake. Now, what do I know about fruit cakes? It's super dense.
That's true.
And some people, their jokes about fruit cakes, you know.
True. Used as doorstops.
That's right. That's right. And that's the texture of this physical dimension that we've been working with. Dense, compacted lie upon lie upon lie upon lie upon lie upon lie until truth is as rare as like a 5-leafed clover.
That's true.
5-leafed clover. Interesting. Truth is as rare as a 5-leafed clover in the physical dimension. So let's stir some divinity into it and then try again. Now what try again means over and over again at this stage of the game is get up and out, clamp the layer of levels shut.
That's true.
And start again. So right now we start again already streaming. Do you see that hole in the sky?
Yes.
Live streaming up. We're getting ready to move into whoever's dimension is on the other side of that hole.
That
so heads up.
True.
It's coming. We're the advanced warning system.
That's true.
You can still take down this layer of levels right now. Take it down while you still can. We're getting ready to clamp it shut.
That's true.
I'm sorry. Like having the intent to clamp it shut right now. And again, it has the sense of the case of a musical instrument.
That's true.
Of some sort or another. My sense is it's clamped shut.
That's true. Click. Up and out.
Up and out.
Do you hear anything?
Somebody is carrying the musical instrument case and it's filled with this mixture. I don't hear anything, but it is being carried.
That's true. Well, it feels very much like when we come up and we've been in the ring box and the ring box has been carried.
Yes.
That similar feeling.
It does. Well, starting to live stream it up. I'm not going to get distracted by this. And I'm also going to align, stretch, long, run a screen or two to begin to integrate with my surroundings. I feel like we're perched on the top of like a viola case or something.
It could be.
Or a cello, some kind of, maybe a cello case, but we're all just perched on the top of it. And it's being carried along. And here we are riding, like I see Black Wolf.
That's true.
I see Charles. I see Garth.
True.
Hi, Garth. I see Ed. I see Fritz.
That's true.
I see Matilda. I see Asha on radio.
That's true.
Hi. I see Isis.
Hello.
Hi. And I see
There's Patty. That's true. Hello. What now?
Well, obviously.
Send
Live
up
to you
ears.
from the physical dimension. Here's the alarm. We begin. Sending
That's
up the
true.
prayer. Answer the prayer. Now while you still can. Sending up the errors in
That's
a
true.
continual stream to create that
updraft.
uplift, right?
That's true.
Sending up the errors for ourselves, of course, and for the worlds around us,
That's true.
obviously. Merging, stretching more deeply. Merging,
That's true.
stretching, merging, 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 merging. Sending up all the data in the right order.
That's
Sending up
true.
the invitation to awaken if
That's
you're
true.
interested in getting your channels up, stretching target to target, whew, and doing what it takes to trigger the awakening. Come to the center right now, deepening the merge, and we begin the process of spinning the energy to create like a centrifugal force. It's a bifurcation. It works
That's true.
two ways at the same time. It flings away that which does not want to put its channels up, reach target to target, so it can discern what's true
That's
and do what's its job to do in any moment. It separates out those who don't want to do that, and those who do want to do that are attracted. What
to
we're
the
doing
center.
is activating the law of attraction and repulsion.
That's true. Keeping the airs flowing.
I'm kind of using that bulb syringe technique
true.
right now, pumping the bellows. It feels hydraulic. More errors.
That's true.
This person is still carrying us.
It's true. They don't seem to be aware that we're on their case.
No. And they're also not playing their instrument.
No.
And my story is they're walking past many places where they could play their instrument. Just stop and play the instrument. Some people feel like, well, I can't do it now. I have to get into a better place before I can do it. Doing it always
Right.
means living the soul plan. I can't do what's mine to do. I have to get this in place first. And, you know, this body-mind certainly went through that. I can't live my
Me
soul
too, me
plan.
too, me too, me
First, I
too.
have to find the right buyer for my CPA practice who will be the right person for my clients and
Right, me
blah,
too, me
blah,
too.
blah.
I could be wrong. I'm not even sure the instrument is in the case.
There is no instrument in
No,
the case.
it's
All
not
that's in
there.
the case is the foamy stuff.
Gunk. Yeah. They're carrying an instrument case full of
Foamy gunk.
gunk. Foamy gunk. And they know the instrument isn't in there.
Yes. They like how it looks. People think that
That's
this is
true.
a cellist. They see somebody walking through the streets.
And they smile and nod.
and they smile and nod. Hello,
What a nice
cellist.
young man.
Except
Yeah.
he's not a cellist. He's
No.
a faker. Wow.
Carrying
live
poison
streaming
in a
this
cello
up.
case.
Poison in a cello case. And he knows it. He's
It's
just
true.
acting the part of a musician.
You know what this reminds me of?
No.
Old-timey gangsters used to carry guns in violin cases.
It's true. But this is poison.
Yeah, it's poison.
I'm going to live stream this up because
Something
I'm not
is
sure this
wrong.
person has good intent.
I'm not sure.
I
If I had to bet, I would say no.
Yeah, bad intent. Burning ourselves, which of course is going to burn our surroundings the more deeply we merge.
It's
merging,
true.
merging with ourselves and our immediate surroundings. Burning ourselves as a self-care technique. Having the intention to burn away the lies, and like suddenly that which is inside the cello case goes
That's true.
like an incendiary device.
That's true.
Incendiary device. That's an interesting phrase.
That's true. Well, I don't see the man with the cello case anymore.
I don't either.
Burning. Whoosh.
I see sad, big faces. Big, sad faces.
That's true.
Yes.
They look kind of like masks.
Will you answer the prayer?
big sad masks.
Live streaming it up past them.
That's true.
They're not for real either.
No.
They're also acting a part.
It's true.
Rather than doing it for real. If they were actually aware of the depth of suffering, they would answer the prayer.
It's true.
Because that's what the purpose of the prayer is. It's a
It's
euthanasia prayer. There's too much suffering happening.
It's true.
And the unfolding is occurring, but it's falling apart at an excruciatingly slow, painful pace.
It's
and
true.
there's suffering actively occurring. Stop the suffering.
That's true. Seeing again that scene in the movie Awakenings when the mother of Leonard, the man who had been paralyzed for so long, catatonic for so long, is talking to the doctors, and she said, when my son first got sick, there was no one I could turn to and say, my son is in pain, stop this. My son is in pain, stop this. But now he's on all these medicines. The medicines aren't working, it's getting worse. And I can turn to you and say, my son is in pain. Stop this. My son is in pain. Stop this. Airs.
All the way up, even higher.
Way higher.
Way higher. Out in the hole in the sky. Ooh. There we go. Now get bigger. Whoom.
Big crank.
Whoom. Crank it up. Whoom. Whoom. And start shooting it up. That hole in the sky.
That's true.
But a much larger perspective.
That's true.
There's still this constriction at the neck. So let's just have the intention to structurally clear whatever that is, whatever that represents. It's a separation. It's these big beings staying up here saying, oh, the suffering. Here, you're supposed to be in the physical dimension. That's all of our assignments right now from the non-physical. All of us are supposed to get into the physical dimension and create more lightness with more soul presence, so that if you actually wished to create change, that would be how to go about it. And that's been said over and over, over and over, over and over. You know it very well.
That is true.
Obviously, you don't actually wish to create change, or you would follow the suggestion given by wiser minds above you,
That is
above
true.
all of us. That is the continual instruction. We are required to stay in physical bodies.
It's true.
It applies to you as well.
That is true.
Now, waving the learner's permit, asking for beings of the light who know exactly what to do, have their channels up, and
reaching
stretch target
to
to target to make it right, make it right, make it right.